Hello, my name is Kim. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here to help you to procrastinate more effectively and strategically on YouTube. So, I believe you found this video. You are at the very last minute of your presentation. So, time is money. Without wasting more of your time, let's just get started. First tips is to share and admit to your audience that you just prepared yesterday. No. Before you close this video and call it bullshit, let me give you two reasons why this is very powerful. First, actually lower their expectation. And you just need to work slightly a bit harder than the average just to stand out in your presentation. The second reason is because everyone procrastinates. Even your professor, they did procrastinate. The thing is, it is according to Parkinson's law, it is human nature to procrastinate as long as the deadline allows. So just share a bit of your stories, why you feel stressed out because it's your final and then stuff like that. It helps your audience to resonate and relate to you, and definitely it engages them to your subsequent presentations. Tips number 2 is focusing on practicing your presentation skill instead of your slides and contents. I know it's very tempting to prepare a long slide full with details and information, but hear me out, okay? When you are presenting in university, they are all experts of the subject matter, so you don't bore them with basic details and explanation stuff. Instead, you need to think of presentation as a storytelling, but with facts and data. So perhaps you can start sharing why are you interested in this topic of the presentation and how you think this presentation is going to help all the audience here. And last but not least, you must share a bit of interesting ideas or perspective you learn from this presentation. Tips number 3 is still like an artist. I understand the seriousness of plagiarism, but during a presentation, a lot of aspects not covered under plagiarism. For example, their presentation structure, their presentation style, their presentation topic, and the body gesture they use during the presentation. And in fact, you are encouraged to cite other people's work and researchers and their data and number. Just don't forget to include oral citation when you intend to borrow their work. And you need to include a little bit of your own argument, insights inside your presentations. And it's very easy. I've tried before. It's very, very easy to disagree with someone else's opinion rather than to build your own argument. In fact, you can even build an entire new argument based on dismantling someone else's argument. Tips number 4: plan your pausing more effectively. The reason is kind of obvious. Since you spend less time preparing for your presentation, the last thing you say, the less likely that people will find your weakness. There's 3 tips I share with you to help you make your pausing more naturally. The first is take a pause when you're changing slide. The second tip is ask rhetoric question, pretending that you're engaging with your audience. In fact, if the question is so central to your argument inside the presentation, you can repeat it several times. Last tip, if you're daring enough, you can actually raise questions. Do you know that you can raise questions during your presentations? Just make sure that the question's just not that silly, or you raise it before inside the class, someone raised it before inside the class. Make sure it is a controversial topics in the discipline you are talking about, or an area of research that your professor currently working on. My final strategy is more to do with mindset, and the strategy is get through it. Just get through it. if you are doing your presentation, you are preparing for it last minute, chances are some part in your mind thinking that this presentation need to be perfect and stunning. It's wrong. It's definitely wrong because a presentation just need to be clear and deliverable. Just do me a favor, take out a piece of paper, write down all the things you need to do for that presentations. Circle out 3 things you must do to prepare for the presentation and just focus on it. Build the momentum and get through it. This is my final tips. Don't waste no more time. Start with your presentation. Start with preparation now.